Let's go on a journey to Egypt, specifically to Philae Temple in Aswan. Philae Temple is one of the famous temples in Egypt, located on Philae Island in the Nile River, near the city of Aswan. This temple is considered one of the most significant archaeological sites that reflect ancient Egyptian civilization. Philae's relics include numerous buildings dating back to the Ptolemaic period, 332 to 30 BC, most notably the temple initiated by Ptolemy II, Philadelphus, 285 to 246 BC, which was dedicated to Isis, the goddess of motherhood and magic, associated with Horus, the god of kingship. One can find a scene in the Mamisi, the birth house, where the birth of Horus was celebrated, showing Isis breastfeeding her son Horus in the reeds. The Temple of Isis is one of the most continuously used temples of ancient Egypt, as it continued to serve its purpose until the reign of the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I, 527 to 565 AD, who ordered the closure of all pagan temples. A priest named Ismet Akom inscribed the last hieroglyphic text dating back to the 4th century AD, 394 AD. The temple was converted into a church, and many of its inscriptions were erased. Adjacent to the Temple of Isis is a temple dedicated to Hathor, built by Ptolemy VI Philometor, 180 to 145 BC, and Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, 30 BC to 14 AD. The Trajan's Kiosk, 98 to 117 AD, situated in front of Philae Temple, still stands, although its roof no longer exists, and the regular arrangement of its magnificent columns attracted the attention of travelers who described and illustrated it. Isis was the main deity of the area, depicted with the emperor offering sacrifices to her husband Osiris, and their son Horus. All these relics were relocated from the original Philae Island to the nearby Agilkia Island during UNESCO's Nubian campaign in the 1960s to save the sites that were submerged by the waters of the Nile during the construction of the Aswan High Dam. The temple consists of a series of halls and decorated columns, distinguished by its beautiful inscriptions that narrate stories about the gods and Egyptian myths. The main entrance of the temple is adorned with massive columns and contains numerous sacred rooms. Philae Temple was a pilgrimage site where people from various parts of Egypt came to offer sacrifices and prayers to the goddess Isis. It was also considered a center for healing, as it was believed that the goddess granted healing to the sick. Today, Philae Temple is a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors to enjoy its historical and architectural beauty. In addition to the stunning views of the Nile River, Philae Temple is a symbol of ancient Egyptian civilization, reflecting creativity and skill in architecture and sculpture, making it one of the most important tourist attractions in Egypt.